It's Sunday, and you know what that means. Tell them what's on the show today, JF&B.
We got news. We're going to do the roundest of roundtables with our special guest, one of the top champs in AFW, and we have a special surprise message from beyond the grave, if you will, celebrating Halloween.
From Beyond the Grave.
Yeah.
All this and more on the All Evan Wrestling Show.
Hit it!
Coming to you live from the FN Worldwide Media Studios, located in parts unknown.
It's the All Effin' Wrestling Show.
With your hosts, Canada Dry, and the JFB.
Tell me how it's priced. Tell me if the item is for sale. And tell me.
Good morning, afternoon, if I don't see you till later. How you doing? Keep my supper warm, and good evening. It is, of course, the man of the hour, too sweet to be sour. They call me many names, but I go by the JFB.
The problem with keeping your supper warm, JFB, is it gets really dried out.
Yeah, it does.
You're like crunching it by the end. It's like, I am, of course, the patron saint of all, a professional wrestling. I'm that gingered up, bubbly son of a bitch. My name is Canada Effin' Dry, baby.
We're joined, of course, by a man who goes by many names. We call him affectionately GM Joe. He is one of the GMs of AFW. He is the Golden Graham. Say good morning.
Good morning, everybody. How are we doing on this windy, at least for me, day here on a Sunday?
We are doing fabulous.
And we also have, I'm surprised he'd call himself Dave today. I'm honestly. I thought he'd go by Marty. The man with many names.
Yeah, he goes by many names. We call him Marty. He is one of the great champions of AFW. We're talking about Dave Pemberton, or a.k.a. Marty.
How's it going, fellas? My Lions are getting beat. My internet was out, and somehow my day got worse because now I see Evil Joe's on the show with me. So.
Evil Joe.
I was going to ask if you wanted to do a truce, but I see how it is.
Just kidding. I love Joe.
Look, nothing but love for Dave, man. I love him.
I love my friends. Man, how is everybody doing? Good morning. We got some people that are watching live. We got the soulful sounds. Mr. Isaacs, good morning. Good afternoon, gentlemen. We got Rennie Tagagi says first time live on AFWS. Found your show from Oyaka. Welcome all the way straight from Japan. You know what? Let's just get kicking into it really quickly. Well,
Hey,
we're close to Halloween, right?
Can I say something real quick before we get going?
Of course.
Mr. Isaacs, who's always here approaching, he was streaming on AFW's Twitch today.
Yeah.
So all of you out there, go give us a follow. He's been doing some Call of Duty. He does wrestling. So if you want to see some good zombies getting killed, go follow our Twitch.
And he's got the sexiest voice in all of podcast.
Absolutely.
Just like it's smooth like butter.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, JFB. I just wanted to give him a shout.
He meant you. He told me, watch this before I'm gonna cut JFB off so bad.
All right, guys. So we're close to Halloween. It's my favorite time of the year. It's when my obsession with horror and scary, blood-filled films seems unusually normal. And so throughout the day, we're gonna kind of interject some humor into it. One of them, of course, happens to be, it's going to be one of our special things. Um, that's pretty stout and probably very accurate.
We got some ketchup in there. We got some raisins, some mustard, some hot sauce, some Smucker's jam.
That's a house that's going to get TP'd an egg. I'm just saying.
You just grab a handful and just throw it in the kid's bag, and they wouldn't even know. It's just here you go, like really quick. They won't find out till later.
I don't know. My son checks his bag after every one. He'd probably be mad.
We got Harry Shortos is in the house.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. Yeah, let's go.
Costa Salty One. What is this? What is this loving all about? And today is Team Marty. So
look, today is Sunday. Nothing but love on the day of our holy God.
Yeah. Halos up.
Halos up, baby.
Halos up. Come on, get a halos up here, Dave.
I can't. I don't
know. Now who's evil? He won't even halos up on the Lord's Day.
No halos up. That means he's horns up is what he is.
Oh.
Well, let's get to our first bit.
You look at me. He's just stewing. Look at him.
Before we get started with the main event, of course, we have to do some house clean, which means, of course, we got to go through some of our dark matches, if you will, some of our appetizers. And one of them, of course, is the news.
From the four corners of the globe, from our studios to your home, this is FNN, the FN News Network, starring Canada Dry and the JFB.
Man, oh man, oh good Lord, it's the Enlightened One. Jeez, man, every time I turn on.
Hello.
What's up, Enlightened One?
What's going on, Dave?
What's going on?
I saw your Hooters last night.
You did.
Yeah, you had the wing sauce was all over your shirt, and you were drunker than a skunk. I didn't think you saw me.
No, I didn't catch you. I would have got you a drink.
Look at this mess. How you missed this face?
I don't know. I must have been looking at other stuff.
I think I saw where your eyes were, sir.
What's so strange?
I do the strange fiction. I drink a shot of coffee, and I tell you something you don't know. Strange facts. Oh, there we go. All right. So you know the movie Halloween with Mike Myers?
Oh yeah,
yes,
my favorite movie of all time.
So did you know that there's a real Mike Myers that they based his character off of?
Yeah,
and he was in the mental ward. And at first, the producers, they were trying to get him freed from this mental institution so they could study him and, base their character on him. But after looking in his eyes, they saw pure evil. And they decided, we got to make sure he stays in here. And that's the character. And there was even a line in the movie that talked about the pure evil in his eyes.
Mm-hmm. Heck yeah. Oh, that's so good. I love it when they take some reality and base it into a fictional movie, and it just gives it some teeth.
I know. It just brings me a tear right here.
Yeah. These strange and unusual facts are brought to you by FTW Pro Wrestling. Now, we could talk about it. I think it's better if we just show you what's going on, what FTW is really all about.
Determination, perseverance. These are the qualities that make a champion. Do you have what it takes to be the next wrestling superstar? Are you ready to turn your dreams into a reality? At Fight the World Wrestling's World Wrestling Academy, we can help you become the champion you were meant to be. Our world travel trainers, Brian Idle and Natalia Markova, are well-known industry professionals with years of experience in the world of wrestling. From the basics to advanced techniques, they are dedicated to help give you the tools that you need to succeed in the ring. Our training program is tailored to challenge you, push you to your limits, and help you discover your full potential. Come join our diverse group of talent. Join us at Fight the World Wrestling's World Wrestling Academy and make your dream a reality. Visit our website or contact us to learn more and start your journey to the top today.
FTW Pro Wrestling is based just outside of Tampa Bay. $250 a month allows you to go ahead and live the dream that you've always had. Because if you're watching this, there's a good chance at some point you wanted to be a professional wrestler. FTDProWrestling.com.
Now, I took a look at the way Natalia sells that punch.
Yeah, they're parts of the NWA, which just signed an exclusive television deal with the CW, which means you're going to see them live every single week. How freaking awesome is that? That is absolutely.
Now, you see the way that Natalia sold that punch there?
Yeah.
So let me just see if I can pull this off.
No, not quite.
No?
Real close. It was real close.
Maybe you
really
need to go take a month or two down there at the FTW Academy.
Yeah. Really quickly.
Is freezing up today.
I am. I'm in my office. I gotta get a repeater down here. Sometimes my internet is a little fugazi, but that's okay. Impact went. Impact actually for Bound for Glory was this past Saturday. Great pay-per-view. That's their WrestleMania pay-per-view. They were seriously discussing bringing Ace Steel in to Impact Wrestling to wrestle, not to be a producer, to wrestle at Bound for Glory, which means that obviously the news of CM Punk going to Impact seems to have a lot more teeth. Canada Dry, your thoughts on Ace Steel possibly coming and wrestling for Impact?
CM Punk comes, they become the tag team champions of the world.
I agree with you that. Dave, what is your thought?
Yeah.
Of Ace Steel being an Impact, I don't really have a lot of thoughts. I could really care less. But if Punk shows up, that's one thing. But Ace Steel, I don't have any interest in seeing him. So good for him if he's going to wrestle.
They were in TNA together at one point, though.
Yeah, I know. I can't see Punk going there, but I guess if WWE doesn't want him, maybe.
Yeah. What about you, Mr. Golden Graham?
I mean, I don't even think Impact.
I like this comment. How did Kendra come up with the Light One character? He found a Guy Fawkes mask in his stocking.
Yeah, I'm sort of with Dave here. I don't really care about Ace Steel, but at the same time, I don't think Impact can really afford CM Punk, so they don't make money like that. And there's no way Punk is going to do charity work for anybody at this point in his career.
I'm going to do pro bono work for Impact Wrestling.
Speaking of Impact, Sonny Kiss, former AEW star, she was one of the first ones that signed with AEW in 2019. Actually appeared at Bound for Glory. Her, Matt Cardona. Now, there's no word on whether Sonny Kiss is officially under contract with Impact, but it was kind of good to see Sonny Kiss plying her trade and wrestling for Impact. Now, the big news from the Impact Bound for Glory is Impact and Anthem. Anthem Sports is their parent company. They are bringing back the TNA moniker. This will appear in their pay-per-view, Hard to Kill, in 2004. It's January 15th, 2004 is when they're officially going to name themselves TNA Impact. And I don't know if it's just a one-time, one-shot deal, but holy cow. Just when you thought TNA was dead and in the ground, not so fast, my friend. Boom, they bring it back. Bound for Glory. It's going to be at Hard for Kill. Canada Dry, a little nostalgia having TNA come in.
I don't understand why they even got rid of this to begin with. I guess they were worried about the other initials that TNA could stand for. So I guess it was a marketing thing. But then they realized that nobody cares about
Right.
so like,
Marty,
and
your turn.
there was a study taken, and everyone preferred that name anyways. Does that mean we'll get the Impact Zone back? Maybe.
I hope so. I really do. The TNA had a great run in their later parts of the year with aces and eights and all that jazz. And it's going to be interesting to see whether or not they can, I don't know, they can get out of this Impact rut and
I
kind
know
of.
King Haney was really excited about TNA being back this morning. He was like over the moon.
Yeah, absolutely. Marty, your thoughts?
I mean, it doesn't really affect me one way or the other. I mean, I like the TNA name probably better, but I think flip-flopping the name gets people confused. I think they need to concentrate more on the product, and there's a lot of competition out there between AEW, NWA now's got the deal. I think they need to concentrate more on the product than necessarily their name, but maybe this is a step in the right direction for them.
Yeah, absolutely. Go the Graham.
I don't think it's really going to do much.
Yeah.
I mean, when I think of TNA, the first thing that comes to my mind is a 6-sided ring. And they're not bringing that back, so what's the point?
Yeah.
I think if you're going to go TNA, you need to go full with it. Now, I know the reason why is because all the wrestlers who've been in 6-sided rings say it's not as good. Cool. Then don't move backwards. Move forwards. You're a business. You basically in a few months are going to be the 4th biggest wrestling promotion in the United States because NWA is going to take you over because of their TV deal.
Yeah.
They should probably focus more on that than anything else.
Yeah, totally agree.
I'd like to see NWA and Impact team up.
That'd be interesting.
Stronger together, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'd be down for it. I mean, the more collaboration you can get, the more eyes you're going to get on the product. That's
how TNA started in the first place. TNA was who had the original NWA's World Championship. So
after being defunct for a number of years,
yeah,
JFB is so frozen right now.
Yeah, he is.
Okay,
He's frozen in that Bret Hart stance, though. At least.
Yeah.
So with the SAG-AFTRA strike still going on, and of course that means John Cena, who is also part of SAG-AFTRA, has decided he's going to he's been hinting at extending his current run in WWE. Do we really need to see this run from John Cena? Because it's not been a good run at all for Cena at all.
No,
and he's not won since 2018.
And he's not going to win anytime soon. There's no way they're going to.
At some point, you gotta keep you're bringing your character down a bit, right? You gotta pick up some W's here and there.
Yeah, but what are they going to do? They're going to have him beat Solo in Saudi Arabia or wherever they're going? I don't think so. So
yeah, he just needs some W's. Give him some wins on Raw, give him some wins on or SmackDown, wherever he is, and you can't have him losing since 2018.
Yeah, it's been a pretty sad run for Cena for sure. So Dragon Lee obviously signed a big, huge contract with WWE, but his brother, Jalistico, seemed to not have a permanent place to call home. Well, he does now. He is officially a full-time member of AEW. He just signed his contract the other day. He is ready to rock and roll. He is a full-time member now of AEW. So as we all like to say, Jalistico is all elite.
So Roosh is also their brother.
Yep, Roosh is the other brother.
Have to get Roosh and Jalistico in AEW, and you got Dragon Lee in WWE. So they're pretty much taking over the wrestling world right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Booker T, basing on Sting's announcement that he is going to retire, Booker T says, Sting, don't retire. Keep fighting. My God, is he?
Hey, he's taking our moniker. Just keep fighting, Sting.
Oh, Booker T, I don't know what to say. Let's talk about the most toxic fans in all of fandom history, and that, of course, is the internet wrestling community. Internet wrestling fans are the toxic of toxic. Nia Jax came out and said that the hate was real when she was initially released by the WWE a couple years ago. and really affected her mental health. Kendra Drive, how bad is the internet wrestling community at times?
Harry Shorthouse thinks I should sue Booker T.
This certainly is.
Yeah, I like that. You really gotta have thick skin.
Yeah.
If you're gonna be like a top tier wrestler in WWE and AEW.
Yeah.
Because like fans can be brutal. Like stay off social media altogether. You can't handle it. Just don't go. Don't even look.
Yeah.
Don't Google your name. Nothing.
Yeah. Don't go to Reddit, especially. Reddit's the worst. Out of all of the
Twitter
places,
/X is pretty bad too.
Reddit is horrendous. That place is a it's a cesspool of negativity. There is nothing good about Reddit. Unless you're trying to do a repair on something. Then it actually has paid reviews. Eric Bischoff said that there is no benefit for AEW wrestlers to be wrestling on the to let AEW let their wrestlers wrestle on the independent scene. Golden Graham, your thoughts?
I disagree, 100%. As long as they're not, unless you're seeing a rash of injuries,
yeah,
I think it's smart to let these guys, because the only way you get better is repetition.
Yeah,
and there's a limited amount of slots in AEW at the moment.
Yeah,
so you let these guys go run the independents, get repetitions, get better, hone their character in front of a live audience. I completely disagree with Eric Bischoff.
Yeah. Dave?
I think it helps them keep and sign talent because sometimes, they want to compete over in Japan or they want to do different bookings. And, so that might sway if someone's thinking about WWE or AEW, they might pick AEW because they can do stuff outside of just their, the main brand. Yeah. So I think it's great. It spreads the name out there. It gets other people talking about AEW. I don't have a problem with it. I mean, there is the injury concern, but that can happen, if you're doing a house show or anything else.
Yeah, true. Canada Dry?
I think with the larger names and your main event talent, like your key guys, like your Bryan Danielsons, your Moxleys, your Jerichos, and guys like that, I think that they should have to ask permission.
Yeah.
But I think it's helpful to have guys that aren't on Dynamite and Collision and ROH to get that time to show off their talents other places.
Yeah, absolutely. Got two more left. It was the first one. Edge, Adam Copeland, talking about dream places to wrestle. And he listed two. He wants to wrestle in the Tokyo Dome, and he wants to wrestle in Arena de Mexico. AAA's big, huge show, and, of course, New Japan Pro Wrestling's big, huge show. I would love to see Edge. I'd love to see Adam Copeland wrestle at Wrestle Kingdom. I don't know about Arena Mexico. He's spent time in Mexico for a while before he went to WWE. I'm excited about seeing Adam Copeland just at the Tokyo Dome, just wrestling at Wrestle Kingdom. I think is huge. Last one.
Real quick before we do that, but I know with Mexico, like especially MJF, like during a press conference, he said he would love to go to do a AEW show in Mexico itself.
Oh, yeah.
He mentioned like one of like the Azteca Stadium or something like that holds like 100,000 people.
Yep.
So maybe it's just a little hint at AEW going into Mexico, maybe not just talent going to a Mexican promotion.
I love that idea. I am 100%.
The rumor that Darby got injured during an appearance.
Well, I mean, that he's the MacGuffin of all of this. He'd get injured regardless of where he's wrestling because the man is crazy.
Well, he's a bit of an adrenaline junkie.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a man who is going to be climbing Mount Everest next year. Like, he's already booked it. So, I mean, let's be honest. Like, is it really that drastic of a problem for him to go wrestle at an indie show when this guy's going to climb the largest mountain in the world? I don't think so.
With like a 75% survival rate.
Yeah.
Which is like the second worst in the world.
75% of the people survive. That's it.
Yeah, there's like a 24 to 25% death rate. But K2 is even worse. It's like a 2% survival rate.
Yeah.
or something like that. It's ridiculous.
It's absolutely ridiculous. So Vince McMahon, Netflix is doing a documentary about our favorite Senior McMahon, the Mexican telenovela villain with his pencil mustache. Vince will not have a say in the final cut of this documentary that Netflix is doing, which I'm actually happy about because let's be honest, we don't need Vince McMahon whitewashing the history of professional wrestling to make him look like he's the hero and the savior of professional wrestling. Like, this guy's dirty as hell. Canada Dry, your
He's
thoughts?
just losing.
Yeah, like we definitely don't need a candy coated version of the documentary. We need a honest approach that gives us a little bit of behind the scenes stuff that Vince McMahon doesn't want us to see.
Yeah, exactly. Dave?
Yeah, I think they got to be impartial. Obviously, Vince McMahon has done some horrible things, but he's also done a lot of good things. So I think they need an impartial person to present this, show some of the positive things he's done. But there's a lot more negative, I think, things he's done overall as a person. So yeah, I'm really interested to see it. If he doesn't really have a say, that makes it more appealing to me as opposed to him, picking and choosing what they're going to have in the documentary.
Heck yeah. Golden Grand.
JB, leave Vince alone. Your hair is dirty.
I think this is like Vince McMahon's worst nightmare. He's losing creative control everywhere he is at the moment. So
he ain't got no final say in the product right now. That's Ari Emanuel, my friends. That's what happens when you sell your product to another company.
Yep.
So let's go to our joke of the week. And joke of the week is unusual. Normally we have Rich Southwood on. He's the one who does our joke. Rich Southwood, unfortunately, could not make it here. He had to take a time off, but we did a seance. We brought back someone who I think Haney will be happy to see. And so here is. Well, it's not really a joke of the week, but it's a message from the beyond. So, in fact, let's just play the message.
There's a couple of rules you follow when it comes to Halloween. And these are the rules, and you're going to follow them because Hot Rod says so. First of all, when you go out there, you're going to wear something neon because it's dark and there's idiots driving cars. And them idiots are going to run you over. Some of them don't care. You're going to take care of yourself. Now, you're going to go and you're going to knock on people's doors that got lights so you can see. And you ain't going to go inside nobody's house when they offer you candy and close the door. You're going to stay on the doorstep and you're going to say trick or treat and you're going to say please and thank you. Now, when you get all your candy, what you're going to do is you're going to take your candy back home to your parents before you eat it. And then what you're going to do is you're going to have lots of fun and going to say to each other, happy Halloween, trick or treat.
I mean, come on. Well, Roddy Piper.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Oh, God.
What's with the, he's got some mustache. Like, what was he trying to dress up as?
Yeah, little
that was his Halloween costume. Come on now.
Was he Vincent Price, maybe?
He was Vince McMahon of the future. He's Vince McMahon now.
Okay.
Let me just say this. There's a movie Roddy Piper did many years ago called They Live. John Carpenter was the writer and director of They Live. The movie itself is fantastic. It's one of my all-time favorite John Carpenter movies. But you really want to have some fun. John Carpenter, who is a very well-known user of cannabis, and Roddy Piper did a audio commentary that you can find on the DVD and the Blu-ray. Take the time to listen to Roddy Piper and John Carpenter talk about They Live. Is absolutely one of the greatest gifts you will ever receive in your entire life. I have never laughed so hard in my life than listening to John Carpenter high as a kite and Roddy Piper just being Roddy Piper talking about how they made the movie They Live.
And of course, Duke Nukem, the video game, is based on.
And, they're talking about candy as well. So we're talking about candy.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Can you read it out, JB?
What's that?
Can you read out what it says?
Yeah, it says here, don't care how much candy you take, but if you have a hot single mom, leave her number. Love your future dad.
JFB, did you do this one year? Be honest.
How do you think he met his current girlfriend?
Yeah, I can neither confirm nor deny that may or may not have been out at the stoop at the Falcon household at one time. Just saying. I can neither confirm nor deny. So let's get to our main event. And our main event, we like to do it. It's called the Roundtable. The JFB comes on with discussion questions. We go around the table and we talk, and we discuss, and we dissect. And so here is this is our main event.
Gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening.
Holy cow, we're ready
You
for
know,
the
you know,
main event.
JFB,
Yeah.
we have some of the best music in all podcasting.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
we do.
Yeah, we do. There's no doubt about it. When we get music, we get the right music for the right event. I'm telling you, it is out of control. Here's my first discussion. With the Iron Claw movie coming out and bringing wrestling fandom really to the masses, because a lot of people who are not wrestling fans are going to get the opportunity to hear about the Von Erich family's story, which is an intriguing story. It's a very heartbreaking story as well. My question to you guys is, what two wrestlers do you think should receive the biopic treatment? We're going to go Canada Dry first.
Well, I would love a Hart family movie.
Oh, yeah.
Like a Hart family, like it's very similar to the Von Erichs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you could have the Owen death, Bret Hart getting screwed. Like it would be amazing.
Yeah. It would be freaking phenomenal. Who else would you think should get a biopic?
As much as I hate him, I still want to see the Hulk Hogan one.
I do too. Dave, name two wrestlers or wrestling groups that should receive a biopic.
Well, I want to see the Hulk Hogan movie, but I want it to be a version where it's just made things he's made up. That's the whole movie.
Oh, like animated, just stuff that Hulk Hogan's made up.
Like, what was that one movie where it was like Big Fish or something, where it was all like the Hulk Hogan version of that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think Rowdy Piper would make a good one. He lived an interesting life. Just seeing him in Legends House, like he's ever watched that reality show, was amazing.
Yep.
I'm trying to think. Probably Sting.
Yeah.
I like to see the Sting. Yeah. He's had a lot of ups and downs through his career, and I think that'll make a good one.
Yeah, absolutely. Joseph Graham, your turn, my friend.
So my first one, I think it would be hilarious and entertaining to watch, is Ric Flair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the second one, I want to Rey Mysterio one from his time through Mexico and all that. I think it would be interesting because he's been wrestling just as long as everyone else, but he's just done it in different parts of the world. So,
yeah. Oh, that would be cool. I would love to see an Owen Hart, just Owen, and really dissect the humanity of Owen Hart, because outside of, you can do a movie about the wrestler, but you want to do something about the man and the heart and soul of what made Owen Hart such a loved person outside of wrestling. That's the one I would want to see. But
but imagine you just make it about Owen and Bret together and their journey to.
That would be good, because screw the rest of the Hart brothers. I mean,
really, the favorite one, right?
But I would love to see an El Santos.
Oh,
yeah. I would pick about El Santos. If anybody can be considered to be the godfather of Mexican wrestling and lucha libre and luchador wrestling, it's El Santos. And that guy made 14, 15 movies based off of that character alone, So.
I'm getting something. We have someone backstage.
Uh-oh.
It's the salty son of a bitch himself, King Haney.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, Alex?
I'm good.
Wait,
I'm good.
I know which one Alex wants.
Sorry?
He wants a Young Bucks movie.
Most definitely. That would be awesome.
Alex Haney, I got to get you to do it because we're all TDS here except for Dave. Halo's up.
Halo's up.
Halo's up.
Yeah.
What's up, my friend? So, Alex Haney, who would you like to see a movie made about?
So I would, as I loved the Japanese, what was it wrestling? I would like to see an Oki Baba sort of.
Oh, that would be good.
You know, from where they started to the sort of like the falling out, and then the formations of New
That
Japan.
Tony Schiavone movie.
Sorry.
Harry Shorthouse wants a Tony Schiavone movie.
Oh, jeez, that would just have like everybody would just go to the cinema and then it would go to go through the thing, and then as Tony come on, everybody would just go, "Shut up, Shivani."
40 minutes of the movie is just him working at Starbucks.
Yeah, but another one obviously is Jerry the King Lawler. I mean, Memphis is such a
yes.
And this one's the best one, a Vince Russo movie.
Oh my
It could be like Clerks in black and white at the video store with the comics, selling the comics. And it could be just like totally like a piss take. Sorry.
Or you could even do a movie, Cornette versus Russo.
Oh,
No.
God, it would be hilarious.
The one thing I love about Cornette's podcast, and when he starts telling a story about, he starts telling like a personal story, nothing to do with like wrestling. He goes, so I was going out in the morning. I was taking Harley, that's his dog, for our morning. He goes for our morning Russo. I just think that's genius. Anyways, I'll let you go.
All right,
Thank you,
bro.
Alex.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, let's go to our next one. And then let's go to our next one. My next question is this: it's the Booker edition.
Okay, wait.
Yeah.
This guy types in to suggest a Marty Jannetty movie.
Who wrote that?
You?
That'd be a great movie.
Could you
We have
imagine?
Harry
You could do the
Shorthouse
same
back
thing
there.
with Marty that you could do with Hogan. Just take all of his tweets and his Facebook posts and just make a movie of everything he's ever put on there.
All true.
Oh, God.
We have Harry Shorthouse backstage. Let's find out what movies he would like.
Okay, put him on. Here he
Hey,
is.
Harry.
Hello,
What's up, Harry?
gentlemen. By the way, Team Marty all the way. Marty.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
Orange
because-
up.
Stick your halos where the sun don't shine, Aaron.
Wow.
Oh, he would do Halos Up, so I'm assuming that he likes this one. Anyways, what wrestler movie would you like to see, Harry?
I think Tony Schiavone could be cool. I was kind of watching Dynamite the other day when he was talking to Sting, and he was saying that he introduced Sting in his very first match or something. And I thought, like, it'd be interesting to kind of get an idea of his career and kind of see things from his perspective, and kind of like, everyone's like, he's a legend in himself, look at him and see what he's, look at it from a different angle, like everyone's like, oh yeah, the wrestlers, but like, looking at stuff from a commentator / announcer point of view, interviewer point of view, and seeing how their life is and what their interactions with people. And I think that's an area that a lot of people wouldn't really know much about. Could be quite interesting.
Jim
And so-
Ross as well would be interesting.
Yeah, no, definitely.
I actually got a chance to meet Tony Schiavone SummerSlam weekend. He had an appearance, and he's really, really thankful to be back in the wrestling business. So I think would make a good movie to kind of see, when WCW went out of business, he was just left, with nothing. Now he's back and he's, flourishing, he's thriving. So I think that could make a good story.
Yeah.
Well, you know what he did in between WCW and AEW, right? Besides
a-
being a barista, he did commentary for minor league baseball.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So they want to know if you're Scottish.
I am actually part Scottish.
You're part Scottish.
I am part Scottish, yeah. I consider myself English because that's where I was born, but I am part Scottish and part Cypriot as well. So
Okay. All right,
just
Harry,
got
we're going to let you
touched
go. We're going
on-
to move on to our next topic.
Thanks for stopping by, Harry.
Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you, Harry. Bye.
See you, buddy.
All right, here we go. With Daniels, this is the Booker edition, if you will, of this question. Danielson and Sting have announced that they are going to retire in 2024. You are playing the Booker. Who do you book as their last matches? Now, I'm going to go with Dave first. I'm going to go with Marty. Who are you going to book for Danielson for his last match? Who are you going to book for Sting in his last match?
I'm going to cheat. I'm going to book them against each other. Danielson versus Sting. It's the final match. I'm hoping they're both lying and they're not really. Well, Sting he's probably do, but I hope Danielson isn't really going to retire. But yeah, I think that'd be a dream matchup just to see those two face each other. I don't think Sting could necessarily give as good of a match. So maybe Danielson deserves a better last opponent. But off the top of my head, that's just one match I would love to see.
Okay, Golden Graham.
Okay, so for Sting, like I've been under the presumption that it's going to be Darby.
Yeah.
But listening to the Magician, he said that it should be Malachi Black. And I like that because you know what? Not only that, then you could just have Sting be the manager of the House of Black.
Yeah.
Like as a representative. I think that would be fun.
Okay.
And Danielson, I haven't really thought of this, but I don't know. I really don't know. Like, I haven't put any thought into this because I don't want to think about him retiring. So, let's see. If it was an AEW, I think I'd want him and Kenny Omega to be their last match.
Okay. That's a good pull. That's a good pull. Canada Dry, your turn, my friend.
They both stole both of my answers for Sting. Who did you say for Bryan Danielson, Dave?
I said the face them against each other. Sting versus Danielson.
Sting's coming back after he's retired.
Well, I don't know. I guess Sting's already announced his at Revolution, so yeah, I guess it'd have to be then. But yeah.
I think I still want to see Jericho in the bat versus bat thing. I would love to see like them face each other one-on-one. Because it's like the last two kind of older guys in AEW. So that's who I pick. And for Bryan Danielson, I also think Kenny Omega would be a good choice.
So for me, as an old school wrestling fan, one cannot exist without the other, and that's why I think Sting should wrestle Ric Flair.
I knew you were going to say that.
Because those two guys are so interwoven and so connected through their careers. But here's the one I have for Danielson. Both of them have wrestled for Dragon's Gate. Both of them were Dragon's Gate world champions. I'm going with Pac versus Danielson.
That's a good shout.
In a 30-minute last man standing match, just let them beat the living hell out of each other. That's who I want to see. Are we getting something backstage?
Yeah, we're getting some backstage. We have Juicy Justin backstage. Juicy Justin, come on in.
Hey!
Juice. The juice is loose.
First of all, before we get to the booking thing, I know Harry's watching. Hey, Harry, November 1st, I'm coming for your ass.
Oh! That juice is getting all over Harry's ass.
No, but seriously, I can't believe I'm actually doing this well so far. I thought I would be winless.
You're killing it, dude. You're killing it.
Good job, buddy.
So the question was booking decision for both Sting and Danielson.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have a perfect one for Danielson. I was thinking, and I kind of read the comments about this. So maybe Danielson versus, I don't know, Adam Cole.
Oh, okay.
For his last match. I think they would. Well, of course, when Adam Cole comes back from surgery.
He's really injured.
You
Stop
making
it.
surgery like
I
it's
know.
not real.
I know. I just, I know, I just
Wink, wink.
And for Sting, Sting versus Adam Copeland.
Okay,
that's a good one.
Maybe that will be Sting's final match at Revolution. Hopefully, I don't know.
That would be awesome. I'd love to see that. All right, Justin, man.
Justin,
right.
you got called out, brother. Look at that.
All
last
right, thank you,
Yeah,
Juicy
I
One.
know. Yeah, I know. I'm seeing the comments on this app, and Harry, it's not the era of the Rose. I'm telling you right now, it's not.
It's the era of the Juicy One.
No, I was talking about the one after that from Rennie.
Oh, please. No. I'm just gonna end this right. I'm just gonna end this right here. If Noob couldn't beat me, neither can Rennie.
Oh, Rennie, the Juicy One says he could take you out.
No, but you guys have a good.
And Harry, he says I'm gonna
juice
squeeze
out.
the juice out of you, Justin.
Okay, Harry, I got respect for you, bro. So don't make me lose respect for you, please.
It's the
Hey, have a
family,
good rest of the show, guys.
Thanks, Juice.
Thanks for stopping by, Justin.
I like calling him Juice. It's great.
It's Juice. All right. Do we want to take our next backstage call, or we want to go to the next one and have him impart his?
Let's go to the next one.
All right, let's go to the next one. Number 3. It seems that every old school wrestler like Hogan and Road Dogg and everybody else is coming out with their Mount Rushmore, their top 4 wrestlers of all time. So I'm going to pose the question. We've talked about this and we skirted this many times in many topics, and we've had shows about our anti-Mount Rushmore, which you can find in the vault at fnwrestling.com. But my question to you guys is this. I'm putting you guys on the spot. I want you to name your Mount Rushmore of professional wrestlers of all time. And I am going to go. I want you to go with your Mount Rushmores for your top 4. And I'm going to go Canada Dry first. Canada Dry, name your Mount Rushmore, my friend.
Geez, I don't know. There's so many good wrestlers out there. I'm going with Bret Hart.
Yeah.
I'm going with Owen Hart.
Yeah.
I'm going with
Stu Hart.
I didn't really see him wrestle a lot, so I'm gonna go with Macho Man Randy Savage.
Yeah.
And ask me like on different days, and my 4th will always switch between like Roddy Piper and someone else. Today I'm going with Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
Great pick. Marty. It's your turn.
This is a tough question. I mean, you're always leaving somebody off. I'd say Shawn Michaels, Ric Flair. Even though I'm not a big fan of him myself, I'd probably have to say The Undertaker.
Yeah.
And then it's probably not going to be popular, but you got to put Hogan on there. Put Hogan.
I hate your top 4 so much.
Yeah, I picked Shawn over Bret, so I know you're not going to like that one. But
well, I don't like Ric Flair. I don't like Hogan. Like, jeez.
Yeah, but I mean, they're the icons of the business. They have to be on. I mean, Ric Flair did it for so long. I mean, he's going to have another match against Sting. JFB already booked it, so he's got to be on there.
And I hate that choice too, JFB. You bring in Ric Flair to retirement. All right.
Okay, I'll go with mine.
Yeah,
so,
go here.
Mine is obviously my 2 favorite wrestlers, Sting, Shawn Michaels. Then I feel like this guy, he has to be on it for me because just his longest career and everything it's Chris Jericho. Yeah. He's arguably, you could say he's number 1 just by everything he's done, reinventing himself, everything he's done in WWE. And then 4, I'm going to go with Bryan Danielson.
Oh,
Like,
a great freaking pick.
This last couple months has shown he could put on a freaking masterclass with anybody.
Yeah.
I feel like Jericho and Danielson will not be on people's Rushmore until they're retired.
Probably, and that's fine. Like I said, there's so many people. Like, this is like the hardest question.
Yeah.
When it comes
to
what's
yours, Jippy?
So I'm gonna go. I kind of, this is a tough one for me. I really thought about it, but Piper is on there because Piper was really the first heel I fell in love with and made me fall in love with the heels. Eddie Guerrero is on my list. That man is absolutely amazing. Jushin Thunder Liger is on my list. That guy, for me, when I was a young kid, he was my entryway into Japanese wrestling. My number 4 is a tough one, but I hate to say it. None of this would be possible if it wasn't for Hulk Hogan. I mean, I hate.
Oh my freaking goodness! You're off the Bret Hart tribute show.
You have to put it because I feel without Hogan, me and you.
What's happened to JFB? What's happened to him?
We wouldn't have Bret Hart. We wouldn't have that opportunity to see Bret. And it just, I hate putting Hogan on there, but Hogan played an important part. I know we got somebody backstage.
All right. King Haney, who's on your top 4? Who's on your Mount Rushmore?
Well,
Nick Jackson, Matt Jackson,
Kenny Omega, and Hangman Page. All right, thanks for coming.
What can you say about the two? That was just an amazing, solid tag team. Best tag team there ever was. Not.
Not.
What was it? You know who were better than the Young Bucks? Max and Jeremy Buck. They were an awesome tag team.
Generation Me.
Yeah.
No, but I'm going to go. Well, first off, I'm a bit confused because Mount Rushmore's American. Mount Rushmore's American, and you've picked a lot of Canadians. Now I know that rolls out Roddy because he's Scottish, but I'm going to put Roddy on the top.
I mean,
Roddy's your one.
Like, honestly, to be fair though, look, George Washington is on Mount Rushmore, and he was not born in America, so you're fine.
So Roddy's your one. Who's your number 2?
Roddy's one. What was it? Brett's got to be number 2.
Yeah.
Because he's Bret Hart, and what was it?
That's how you do it, JFB.
Yeah.
Who's number 3?
My number 3 is going to be what was it? It's got to be like JFB. It's got to be Liger. I mean, what was it? What was it? The first time I seen the stuff he was doing, but was it when he appeared in WCW? It was just like, who is this guy? Why?
You don't even care. He's not a real Liger.
Well, yeah.
Like his mother was not a tiger, and his dad wasn't a lion. So.
How do you know that? How do you know he wasn't?
Oh, I guess I don't know for sure, but I got a feeling.
I mean, you should when you make a statement like that, you should make sure you've got the facts. Data is very important, So,
all right, who's your 4th?
My 4th. Well, I'm going to go a bit different. I'm going to say one for the. I'm going to say one for the future, and it was and at the moment, Fiona absolutely adores this guy, and that is MJF.
Oh,
wow.
Nice. Oh, the youngster.
Yeah, I think he will be on a lot of Mount Rushmores at the end of his career.
Yeah, wow. But I think when all said and done with MJF, I think if he continues on the trajectory he's going, he's just going to be probably the greatest, if not, I think that's where that's going with that. Hopefully. But
that's a good point because he's only getting better.
Yeah. And he's what 20? What age is he? 26, 25,
24.
24. So he's not even 25 yet. I mean, if that's how good he is just now, imagine him in 10 years' time.
Yeah. Never mind 10. Just give him another 5 years. Jeez.
Yeah. I mean, but I think the one thing that will limit MJF is because a lot of these guys now have got aspirations to go into Hollywood and that as well, and I know he's got a couple of roles coming up, and he's got the role in the Von Erich movie as well. So, if Hollywood comes a call, and he might, you know, we might not have him long, unfortunately, because he's definitely a great actor as well.
Yeah.
But
Hey,
anyway,
do you think he has to go to WWE to make it to the Mount Rushmore? Or do you think he could do it without ever going to WWE?
I think see that's a difficult one, you know, because what was it? I mean, we talk about. I mean, some of you mentioned like Ric Flair, for example. I wouldn't say anything of Ric Flair's sort of career. What was it? Putting him in Mount Rushmore, if you were going to put him in Mount Rushmore, happened in the WWE. Maybe the Rumble, you know.
I'll say the Rumble's about it.
Yeah, you know, everything else sort of happened out with that, you know, and
Same as Sting. Sting didn't do shit in WWE.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That was you know, Sting. I mean, there's so many of them. Like Steamboats really had one great match in WWE as well, and that was with Savage. You know, that was, and he had a good run, but most of his stuff was done outside WWE, and a lot of the guys that we talk about, you know, maybe not Brett. Brett would have had Brett's what career is the WWE. You know, Hogan's career is the WWE, but there's a lot of guys out there that could be in Mount Rushmore that didn't have that career in what was it, the WWE. So I think he will go though. I think he's got aspirations to go to WWE. Maybe if it's not this round of contracts, it'll be the next one. I think, you know.
Yeah, he's got a while. He's got a while to build up to that. He doesn't have to do it right away.
Yeah,
I believe he's already signed a contract extension with AEW. That's just my gut feeling.
All right, thanks, Alex. We'll see you in a bit if you come back.
See you later.
Oh, okay, sorry. Bye.
All right, I got two more for you guys. These are my favorites. They are called Would You Rather. So I have one right here. Would you rather have had WCW riding the ship and staying in business, or would you rather have ECW getting more eyes on the product? I'm going to go Canada Dry first.
That's a tough one. I'm going to choose neither, and I'm glad they're both dead.
Wow, who's salty now? Marty, it's your turn, brother.
WCW or ECW? Well, geez, that's a toughie. I mean,
well, you got to also consider where we are now, right? So
yeah. So if WCW righted the ship, then we wouldn't have AEW. So I guess I don't want to pick that. So I guess I'm going to go with ECW. I don't think they ever would have been the national, you know.
Oh, look at this! I was laughing at Justin. Seems like he's afraid of a girl. Justin, you taking that one dry?
Ooh, man. Let's go with Golden Graham.
I'm going to have to go with WCW riding the ship, because then we wouldn't have dealt with 20 years of crap WWE with no competition.
Yeah,
I don't think it was crap.
A lot of it was crap. A lot of it was crap.
Like a lot of it.
Like, as much as I love AEW, I still think WCW being around would have been so much better for business than ECW just getting a couple more years of exposure.
Well, just because they're major, like if they were able to be a legit competition, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with ECW. I'm a huge ECW mark, always have been. And the one thing I hated was that they didn't get eyes on the product. And there were a lot of people, you know, like, oh, I love ECW, and they look at you like you're a flipping weirdo. Like,
well, I got a text message. The bingo halls are calling you, JFB.
Here's my last one for the evening, gentlemen. Would you rather come back from a near career-ending injury and have the biggest match on the world's biggest stage and winning the great belt, the World Heavyweight Championship belt, or would you rather have a career virtually injury-free? I'm going to go with Marty first.
Oh, you got to take the big stage, winning the title on the big stage. I mean, if I have a career where I'm injury-free but nobody ever sees it, who cares? You know, I'll take a injury.
Now, what level of superstar is he without the injuries?
We're gonna say top. We're gonna say top echelon.
top echelon.
So you could have won even in a career without injuries. You could still win the world championship.
No, everyone loves a good comeback. I'll still take the injury and the winning the biggest stage. I'll go with that one.
Okay, Golden Graham.
Same. Give me the coming back from injury, sitting there winning the title on the grandest stage.
Yeah.
I mean, because honestly, like history has shown absence makes the heart grow fonder. Look at Triple H. Look at Edge. Look at Danielson coming back. Like, they got the loudest and biggest pops, and that is what everyone talks about. So,
yeah.
Oh, it's bringing tears to JP's eyes. Look at him. He's tearing up over this. You inspired him. He's getting emotional, a little verklempt. As for me, screw the hard injury life. Screw that. I don't need that in my life. I'd take the easy road every day if you could.
Yeah.
No, I'm not taking the hard road.
Yeah.
that completely goes against the motto of this channel to just keep fighting.
I can still keep fighting while not getting injured. Why would I choose to get injured when I could choose not to? It's like, okay, there's a road that's really bad. You want to take that one, or you want to take the nice, smooth sailing road? I'll take that one. Thank you very much.
Alec asked a very good question.
I'm a sucker for the comeback story. Like the guy that gets injured and he rehabs and he works and it takes time and then he eventually comes back, and that one elusive belt or that one elusive title, that one elusive match that he could have had earlier in his career, but because of injuries he didn't, or she didn't, is absolutely fantastic. I love that comeback. I would love, there's something about coming out. You've been gone for 3 or 4 years, and you come out of the back and, you win the Royal Rumble and you can wrestle at WrestleMania for the title. Like that just, man, that gets goosebumps all over my arms. I love that.
So what is the grandest stage to you guys? Past, present, or future?
That's a good question.
Me, it's got to be the main event of WrestleMania still. As much as I love AEW, the main event of WrestleMania doesn't get bigger than that.
I think he's meaning which WrestleMania then?
Oh, which WrestleMania?
Like being maybe Mania 3, it would probably be pretty epic.
Yeah, I have to pick that one. I mean, it's in my home state, right down the street from me. The Pontiac Silverdome, rest in peace.
Yeah.
I think for a little flair, I'm going to go with the Tokyo Dome. Like, it's very hallowed grounds.
Yeah.
They always pack it out. It's always just a sight to behold.
Yeah. I got to go with Tokyo Dome too, man. I like just waking up at 2:00 in the morning. And mine is Wrestle Kingdom when it was AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the IWGP Intercontinental belt.
That was so good.
Harry sure does makes a good point.
Yep.
All in, yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I don't. Everything we said, there's no wrong answer.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Mania 10, Owen versus Brett.
Ooh, that would have been great.
The next day.
Yeah. Yeah, New Year's Dash right after Wrestle Kingdom. You got New Year's Dash. Heck yeah. Guys, we had a great show, man. This was the roundest of the round tables. Like, we keep making it more round. How is that?
I had it with this round table. Next month, it's a square table.
I think you should go square or octagon.
6 sides.
No, we'll keep the round table. We'll keep it round.
So that brought that, our main event is brought to you by Kill City Cop. We could talk about Kill City Cop. We love Luke Roberts. That guy is just a creative phenom. And just stuff pours out of his head and he puts it on film. And it is absolutely beautiful. But instead of talking about it, guys, I'm just going to freaking show you all about Kill City Cop.
Welcome to the Kill City Cop.
Kill City Cup, Saw, WrestleMania, all merged together, all the great gory details. That's what Kill City Cup is all about. And all you have to do is look right below us in the description. We have a link to Kill City Cup. So you guys want to help out all
Whoa.
We got a big, huge announcement. My bad.
Yes, we have a big show tonight. Special episode of Wrestling with the Paranormal. It's Halloween season. So we're bringing in Mason X from the Kill City Cup.
Yeah.
We're bringing in April Hunter. She has been in the NWO Girl. She's been in TNA. She's an ex-Playboy model. Mason X has some really interesting stories. He's a war veteran.
Yep.
Much like our Golden Graham here.
Yeah. That's awesome. And that's tonight.
Yeah, we're gonna have some paranormal videos we show them. We're gonna ask them some paranormal questions.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be a good interview, and we'll get to know more about some of the people that are in the Kill City Cup.
Hell yeah. So now you guys are asking, how can I support you guys? How can I get more of an auditory orgasm from you guys? How can I get these special guests, guys like Buff Bagwells, guys like Brian Clark, guys like the people from the Kill City Cup? There's only one way to do it, and that is supporting. Oh, good Lord, Harry. That is by going ahead and supporting us financially, and there's many ways to do it. You can send us a direct deposit right through our PayPal account. It's bigshinymatrix@hotmail.com. You can sign up for tiers on YouTube, $5, $10, $15, $20, whatever you guys can give. It allows us to go ahead and get these special guests and start coming up with more better shows just for you guys. Now, if you want to show the world exactly how much you love All Effin' Wrestling, all you need to do is go to ProWrestlingTees.com/Effin' Wrestling, where you can get one of the shirts modeled by our dear Canada Effin' Dry, the Sharpshooter Action shirt. That's right. You can go ahead and get, of course, the All Effin' Wrestling shirt. The shirt that bore it all, of course, is our middle finger shirt. You can get these shirts at ProWrestlingTees.com/Effin' Wrestling. Now, we live in a world where people precede us. And one of those guys, and we love to give out flowers to these guys, but one of them actually had a show on WWF called The Flower Shop, and that, of course, is the adorable Adrian Adonis. You can go to ProWrestlingTees.com/Adrian Adonis, where you can get all your Adrian Adonis gear and show the world how much you love the man who came and laid down the foundation for everybody from Eddie Kingston to John Moxley to Roman Reigns. If it wasn't for Adrian Adonis, none of those guys would even have a job. That's how much I'm sure of that. So, on behalf of Canada Dry, Marty, Mr. Dave Pemberton, GM Joe, Golden Graham, Joseph Graham, I am the JFB.
Now, Dave, I usually do the inspirational Just Keep Fighting speech, but would you like to do it?
Ooh, that's a lot of pressure. Sure. I don't know if I know the whole speech.
No, you just make it up.
I'll paraphrase.
Make it yours, Dave.
Even if the Lions are down 28-0 at halftime to the Baltimore Ravens, which is currently happening right now, you still don't just lay down. You got to get up, dust yourself off, maybe hope Lamar Jackson gets injured in the second half, and just keep fighting.
Hit it!
This has been an Effin' Worldwide Media production. You can find us on all social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, and others. Head over to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/Effin' Wrestling. And while you're there, click like and subscribe. Want some swag? Head to our store at ProWrestlingTees.com/Effin' Wrestling. You can find all these links and much more at our awesome website, fnwrestling.com. As the JFB always says, you can book it.